Let's get cooking. This is Sawyer's Outdoor Stories. I'm Sawyer, and here's today's story. Today, we're cooking up the bluegill that we caught in the other video whenever we were ice fishing. To go with it, we're going to cook up some onion rings, homemade potato chips, and loaded green beans. You guys can get a better look now. Let's get cooking. First, let's cut up this onion to make those onion rings. Alright, now that we got the onion cut up, we're going to separate the rest of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to pop out this middle part, because you really can't eat that stuff in there. And then you're going to keep popping these ones out. And then all of them will begin to look like this. I did these ones off screen. Alright, I'm going to add these onions that I just separated to the ones that I did off screen. Alright, there we go. That'll make up some good onion rings to go with those fish tonight. Next, we're going to prep our potatoes for our homemade potato chips. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off a little bit right here so that it's squared at the end, so that whenever I use the mandolin, it's not super dangerous. Because if it's rounded, then your potato can slip and you can cut really deep into your fingers. I'm actually going to have my dad do this with the potatoes because this is really dangerous. If you're a kid and you're cutting and you're making potato chips with a mandolin, make sure to have a parent nearby and make sure that they're okay with if you're doing it. After we cut up our potato chips, we give them a water bath, which gets out some of the starch. We do that for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we repeat that process 2 to 3 times. We mainly do it till the water turns clear. First, we're going to add 2 eggs. Alright. Now we have the eggs in. Now let's put some salt and pepper in. Now let's add some milk. Now that we have our milk, our eggs, and our seasoning in, let's be like Michael Jackson and beat it. Alright, now we're going to make some dry batter that we're going to use for the fish. So first, let's add some of our flour. Then, let's add our seasonings. These are seasonings that we use on a regular basis for more of our other dishes that we make. And then last, we have some homemade celery salt. Alright, we're going to use this batter for the fish right now, but after that, we're going to mix it with our egg and milk wash and turn it into like a thin, wet batter for our onion rings that we have right here. All right, now that we have all of our seasonings in there in our batter container, now let's put on this lid very tightly because you don't want your batter mix flying everywhere. And shake it up. Get all the seasonings all mixed up. All right, now that we have all of our seasonings in our batter and it's all mixed up, we're gonna set it aside over here. All right, now we're gonna make our thin, wet batter for our onion rings. So first, let's get 1 cup of water from the sink. All right, now let's get some of our egg wash. And then let's grab our other cup right here and get some of our seasoned batter. We're gonna do 2 cups. 1 cup. That's a little uneven. Alright, now let's whisk this up and see if it's the right consistency that we want. Alright, so we need to add a little bit more flour into this because it's not the right consistency that we want. Now let's whisk this up. Alright, now we got it to the consistency that we want. Just so you guys can get like a mind of what consistency it is. It's just like if you were to mix up some pancake batter like as soon as you put in the milk. But just a little bit thinner. Alright, now that we have our batter made, we're going to grab a couple of our onion rings and dip them into the batter. And then after that, we're going to put them onto a cooling tray to let some of the excess batter drip off. Let's do a couple more. You want to let some of the excess drip off right now, because then you waste more batter if you don't. Alright, now we have our cast iron skillet with some bacon grease in it. It's super hot right now, so we're going to get our extra onions in there, and we're going to cook those down some to put in our green beans. You want to spread them equally. Alright, now that we simmered down and got our onions a little darkened, we're going to turn down the heat and add in our cans of green beans. Alright, now we're going to let you guys in on a little secret. This is our seasoning that we use in all of our other green beans that we make. It's a Polish seasoning that JP Outdoors' wife let us have. It's called Vegeta, and it's made with vegetables. So this is what we put in all of our other green beans. So let's go ahead and sprinkle that in. Alright, now we're going to get about a tablespoon of butter and put it in the beans while they simmer down. We're just going to let that sit there and melt. Alright, while our beans are cooking, let's go ahead and rinse the potatoes one more time. So I'm going to dump out the water. Make sure to put your hand over it so that the potatoes don't fall out. And then let's fill it up one more time. Alright, now we have the fish here. We're going to dip it in our egg wash. And then we're going to put it in our dry batter. And then we're going to put this lid on. Put it on really tight, so you don't want your batter going everywhere. And then shake it. Alright, now we shook up the fish in the dry batter and it's all coated up. So we're going to place it on the rack to get it ready to fry. Alright, now we're going to put in some of our potato chips. Alright, now let's check on these green beans while our potatoes are cooking.
Oh yeah, bud.
Those look good. All the butter melted down into the green beans. Alright, now we're going to take some of our bluegill and put it in. Chips are done, so we're gonna go ahead and put them in the bowl. And then we're gonna put in another batch of onion rings. After that, we're gonna put in some fish, which is really delicious. Drop some fish in.
And them are some nice bluegill fillets, buddy.
Yeah, they are. Whoever cut those up did a good job.
Oh yeah, bud.
Just a little.
Use that one.
Alright, we got all the onions battered up. Now they're ready to go into the oil. This has been like, it's gonna Alright guys, this is Jesse here from JP Outdoors, and we are gonna try the fish that we just fried up.
You ready to try this, bud?
Oh yeah. That's good.
Man, you did a good job on that, bud.
Thank you.
That was good.
The food was great tonight. I had so much fun cooking it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to go down, like, subscribe, comment on our videos. I'll see you guys next time with Sawyer's Outdoor Stories. Just a little. Alright, the food was delicious. We have all these dishes now, and we're just gonna have to wait for Mom to get home to clean it all up.